So this is my follow-up to my now infamous Men in Black 3 review. I don't care.
This is how we do it.
And you know this, man?
Hey guys, Mr. Google here to review the comeback of this summer, Snow White and the Huntsman. Snow White and the Huntsman is directed by Rupert Sanders, and it stars the love of my life, Kristen Stewart. Oh, I love her so much, and let me just pause for a second. Kristen Stewart's a good actress, alright? Adventureland, she was fantastic in, and she was also great as Joan Jett in The Runaways. And I really want to, stick my... Never mind. K-Stew-Face! 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 It also stars Chris Hemsworth, Charlize Theron, and Nick Frost, Ian McShane, and Toby Jones as some of the dwarfs in the movie. Now, when I first heard that they were making a Snow White movie after, Mirror Mirror comes out, I was like, sort of like, what? What? And when I heard Kristen Stewart was going to be Snow White, I was actually pretty excited. I was sort of interested. I know she gets like a bad rap for the Twilight series, but still, I was really, really looking forward to her performance as Snow White. And the trailers were just so badass, and it just looked really, really entertaining and interesting. And I'm not even one for those medieval, like, fantasy sort of, action movies. Like, with all those British people. Like, I'm not usually into that sort of stuff. But it looked really cool in this movie, like I said. Now, one thing that I have to say that's really cool, and I thought it was sort of a cool homage to the old Snow White cartoon, is that, Snow White is a fairy tale, and I found that Chris Hemsworth's, narration at the beginning of the movie was just really, really cool, and it felt like a lot like a fairy tale. It felt like sort of like Shrek. No kidding. But yeah, if you can't tell already, I think this movie was just awesome. Like, this is a great comeback, like, for this summer. Like, it's the best movie that's come out since The Avengers. I know that's not saying a lot, but it's really, 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 really good. Now, I gotta say that the story in this movie was just really, really interesting. Especially, like, the probably my favorite parts of the movie was, like, the first, 30 minutes. Like, the first, half of the film was, my favorite part. It was really interesting. It definitely grabbed the viewer's attention, and it just really intrigued me. And that's something I don't really get from a lot of these sort of action films. And do I have to say that the makeup, the costume design, and especially the visual effects look magnificent. I think this is some of the best visual effects I've seen all year. Either this or The Avengers has the best special effects I've seen in a while. But going on to the best part of the film, in my opinion, the acting. Now, Kristen Stewart, I thought, did a very, very good job, especially near the end. Like, you'll know what I mean when she does this whole monologue. It's very, 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 very great, her monologue. And probably the two standouts for me, Chris Hemsworth and Charlize Theron. Chris Hemsworth, surprisingly, had a lot of depth with his character. Depth. That's what it's, depth, not death. Yeah, he died. So, yeah, he died in the movie. I'm kidding. But he had a lot of depth with his character, and I really, really thought he did a great job with a lot of the dialogue, and especially one scene near the end. It's great. It's really great when he's talking to Snow White. The standout by far is Charlize Theron. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, she's overacting, oh, and she's Charlize Theron overacting, oh. Whoa.
You're very good, you.
I love Charlize Theron as an actress, and in this, she just goes all over the... I don't know what I'm saying. She's awesome in this film. Charlize Theron plays such an intimidating villain, and she just did a wonderful job in this film. Like, really intimidating. Loved her performance. Really one of those performances that are going to stick with me. One of the best villains I've seen in a few weeks. Probably since Eva Green's, and Tom Hiddleston's performances from both Dark Shadows and The Avengers. Both of those villains were great. Going on to the problems the movie has, the movie definitely slows down a bit, and it is a little too long. I think the movie probably could have been cut down, I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes. And there's a really unnecessary character in this movie that's really, predictable, in a way, because it's this character, his name is William, I think, and he grew up with Kristen Stewart's character, and he's just really... He's an alright actor. It's just the part of the story just felt really out of place and sort of forced. Also, I think there was a sort of lack of character development as well for a couple characters, or if there wasn't like a lack of character development, like there was definitely points where the movie just throws this character development in our face and it really doesn't give us any time to like, fathom what's being explained to us. Like it's sort of like, oh, they explained that. Wasn't that we don't really care. Yeah, so overall, I think Snow White and the Huntsman is a very entertaining movie. I think it's one of the best action films of the whole year, one of the best movies of this summer. Hopefully, more movies will be just as good as this summer. I'm going to give this film a very solid 8.5 out of 10. It has some problems, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad it didn't disappoint me. And as for all the critics that are giving this movie fucking bad ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, people shouldn't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. They shouldn't at all. They liked Men in Black 3. Alright, that's bullshit to me. Alright, anyway, getting off Men in Black 3. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for Snow White and the Huntsman. I'll be back for my Piranha 3DD review. Boogity boo!